What's going on, everybody? It's Guns for Hire from You Always Win, and I'm playing a little Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Search and Destroy, pistol only, to prove a point. Now, in this video, you are going to see me camp spots. You're going to see me hold that center line. You're going to see me, I say it tactically, defending, because there's always rushers in this game. There are always those individuals that know that as the team splits off to either side, and usually it's, right in half, that center line is open. And then rushers with good gun skill are going to come blasting through there, flank your team, and everyone's going to get spanked. That is, unless there's someone like me on the team, in which case I understand that people are going to do that. You know what? This game mode, unlike free-for-all, where you just constantly spawn, you have one life. This is about outthinking your enemy. This is about understanding sort of human behavior, what they're likely going to do, what they're likely going to try. And this is from years of playing this game mode. I know there's always going to be rushers. So I hold that center point. I hold the flank, not for the entire game, but just until my team has moved up slightly. Back in the day, I probably would have just put some claymores there or something like that, and I probably will in the future, using one of the trip mines or something to hold that point. I don't necessarily need it to kill, I just need to know that there's someone flanking our team, which is why I use shock charges and trip mines. Again, it's about strategy. You put a trip mine on that center point, or even a shock charge, while you're going forward. You don't need to worry about your flank. If I'm going hard left here, maybe put a shock charge right in this entrance or in this room so that I know that while I'm concentrating forward, someone's going to come behind. It's going to give me at least a few seconds to turn around and maybe take down that enemy. Now, the main point really of this video isn't to show how amazing I am with a pistol. Like, look at this, I'm owning these fools with a pistol. Absolutely irrelevant. The MR6 is actually a pretty powerful weapon, and if you use it properly and you have a decent trigger finger, you can normally pull off, easy kills with it. But the point is that the weapon that you use in Search and Destroy often is irrelevant. You don't have to have the best thing. You don't have to have a weapon that's, way better than the enemy. You just need to outthink the enemy. Now there, I'm just going to say it, I'm the first one to admit it, I'm lucky to be alive. Now I think my team possibly would have been able to come in and defuse it. I don't know what that guy was thinking. I don't know why he didn't shoot me. I don't know what he was looking at. Maybe he checked his phone, distracted. I thank technology if he was distracted. He should have killed me. Anyway, back to the main thing. The weapon is irrelevant. The way to win, the way to be really good at Search and Destroy is observance, is understanding how people are going to flow through this map, understanding that there will be rushers, there will be people that try and come through, whether you're on defense or offense. As a matter of fact, I always find on defense, people that rush to be a little bit silly. Now, that's not saying that rushing isn't actually helpful, because it can distract the enemy. If your team is really good at defensively moving into those positions and the other team is trying to be offensive, one dude, I'd say one, because you want most of those people at the bomb targets. You're supposed to defend the bomb targets. If you have one dude or girl, I don't mean like it's all gonna be guys, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's being so sexist. If you have one person that's going to go through and flank, you're going to disrupt them. Suddenly now they're worrying about their flank, they're turning around, they're not sure what's going on, and it distracts them. It's actually very good. It helps break that up. It helps distract the enemy here. Now, I'm just going to say in this point here, when I'm listening, I'm actually listening right now and I can hear him. I can hear him up there, or else I would stay near that bomb target. In this situation here, I'm going off the main point, but it doesn't matter, I already said it. I'm following this guy, and you can see tracker, I can hear him, I have awareness on, I have dead silence on. I would never have gone all the way around, because he would have, if I didn't know where he was, going around like that would have been foolish. He could have easily defused it, but because I'm using awareness, because I have tracker and sixth sense, I know that he's there, and I know that he was running around there, and I just basically chased him. I would have had enough time to do that. Now, what you're about to see here, I just stumbled upon today when I was playing this, actually. I played this morning, and I was like, oh my god, this is a great strategy, using the Talon like this. Staying down, launching that Talon up there. He's like totally guarding without putting you in harm's way. Yeah, sure, they might be able to throw a grenade because you're giving your position away, but that thing, is looking basically and seeing the enemy without you having to even move a muscle or expose your head or anything like that. You stay down, you stay crouched, that thing is hovering. Brilliant. I'm actually going to be trying that in the future as well. So I think the use of the Talon, if you can unlock it in this, Absolutely great. My score streaks were not tuned for this game, by the way. I actually had Talon, Raps, and the GI unit. Not very good for a game of Search. Nonetheless, and the other thing that I learned too, and I can't remember what the perk is, this is where I'm going to get schooled. This is where I learned that the Talon has its limitations. He does not see him. He's an airborne score streak, and of course there is a perk. I can't remember what it is, irrelevant, but it basically makes those things useless. So that's the other thing that I learned. But overall, you know, I mean, not everyone is going to have that perk on. I did like it. I might do some more experimentation with it. Either way, I had fun. The main thing to take from this video when you're playing Search and Destroy is be patient, be aware, listen. I use my listening skills more than anything here. Always assume that there's going to be people rushing like this. They always think that they're going to be able to flank, but I know that I can hold back there just a little bit because I have teammates that are in here. Now, I also see the teammate in there, so I know that I have the opportunity without putting that bomb at risk of being defused. Uh-oh, Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense, always listening. That's why I have dead silence on, so my own footsteps don't interfere with it. But I know that I have time to do this, to try and come around to flank to see if they're there. Just observe the map, though. If there's no one at that bomb site, if you don't have a teammate that's in there that was, you know, just before he died, don't do that, because that guy would have had plenty of time to actually defuse. And here, obviously, I'm not going to get in a gunfight with him. What's the point? He doesn't have enough time. He's going to be distracted. Game over. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. An amazing game. I'll be bringing more Search and Destroy tips. If you guys want them, hit the like button and I'll know. Catch you later.